and Robert from California, $250.
Not live.
Oh, what happened to the live?
It says we're live. We're not live on Facebook. We actually are live. But your creepy face coming in
it's good
and scaring the hell out of everybody.
Everyone sees David there. Okay, excellent. Well, better for no one wants to necessarily. They're all here for the ladies from 6 and for Blake Ross.
And for the ladies from this house, us too.
What? There's only one lady.
There's one lady.
At our feet, literally at our feet. Anyway, but all of that leads to a grand total of $240,150 raised for the actors.
Oh, then now our kids telling us we're not live. No, there was a problem with Facebook and it wasn't us live, but now we're live. So we should be live on YouTube. So wait, I'll look at the comments right now. Okay.
That starts in the house YouTube channel?
Yeah, everyone is commenting. So guys, we're live. Can someone comment? We're live on YouTube, right? Is anyone watching us on YouTube right now?
Just go to the website.
I'm looking at the website right now. Daily.
Okay, see a lot of, hold on, watch this.
Let's see what happens.
Oh,
there we go.
Yeah.
Finally.
So interrupted, by the way, by 2 20-year-olds. Our child and David, you're not live. Why is it? Evan, you started it. Everyone's like my mother. No, you started with the let me just click the wrong link. Everyone needs to be as tech savvy as I am. By the way, I don't know anything about tech. I can't even use the remote. Our point is, even with all this unbelievable disorganization and idiocy, we've raised that much money. So imagine how much more we'd raise if we knew the first thing we were doing. Yay, so I'm trying to enter the studio and can't get in. All right, in conclusion.
That's hilarious. Well, real quick, before we get to Blake's, here we go again, David. Okay. I don't know if you heard this, Seth, but I hope that Queen, well, that's appropriate.
Yeah,
for today's show, that the governor of New York announced that every registered voter in New York State is going to get a prepaid ballot in the mail for our primary election was moved from, I guess it was like now until the end of June.
So that's great news for all New Yorkers watching. So please, every other state, please do that.
Relieved, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because we always vote, but I was worried about it and.
Too scary to stand in a line with 6 feet between us. Too nerve-wracking.
Exactly. So anyway, that was just announced. So hopefully other states and, you write to your representatives and hopefully in your state, if you haven't had your primary yet, you'll be able to do the same thing.
And also for the main voting in November.
Actually.
So today is something that Blake Ross calls Feel Good Friday, or I call Sassy Shabbos. So please welcome
Miss Good,
thank you, Miss Blake Ross.
It's your Sassy Jew here for Sassy Shabbos.
Yes, upon Jew.
Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
You can pass, as we say. So what's up with Feel Good Friday?
So today's Feel Good Friday, guys, is a cause that's very, very close to my heart. It's what's going on with the developmentally disabled community in this country. It's a group of folks that doesn't necessarily get a whole lot of play on a national level anyway. And then during a pandemic, it's pretty much largely ignored. And yet there are thousands of people that are in long-term critical care facilities around the country dealing with developmental disabilities during a pandemic. And it's a really scary time, but there's a lot of feel-good stuff that's coming out of all of those homes. And I want to focus on one specific community. It's called Queens Centers for Progress. They're in Queens, in the epicenter of this entire crisis. And speaking of mothers, and speaking of Jewish Friday, Sabbath, what do you call it? Shabbos?
Sassy Shabbos.
Sassy Shabbos. We're going to bring on my mom, who is the executive director of Queens Centers for Progress, Terry Ross. Bring her on in.
Yes.
Yay. Hold on.
I'm typing Queens Centers
for... trying to do a sassy banner, Blake.
Well, just so you know what it is. There you go.
Thank you.
There we go.
And there she is, one of my biggest fans, Terry Ross.
You're right.
Hi, Terry.
I am, and James. Hi.
Hi, Terry.
Let me tell you a little bit about Queens Centers for Progress. We operate programs for people with developmental disabilities since 1950. We have day programs, vocational programs, children's programs, and of course, residential programs. During this pandemic, our residential programs are still operating. People live there full time. Many people are in wheelchairs. Many people can't feed themselves. They can't clean themselves. Many are nonverbal, and they really need one-to-one hands-on to help them live their daily lives. What's been extraordinary for us is that a number of our staff have agreed to leave their homes, leave their families, and quarantine with our guys for 14 days. So they're living in, nobody in or out. These people are just angels. And I know that you've been hearing a lot about nursing homes. Our residential homes are the same thing as nursing homes. Or people care for people who can't take care of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so critical that we keep our homes staffed and our staff with PPE and cleaning supplies. Yeah. And I think the most important thing is really to help people keep their hopes up. And it's a daunting task to do what we're doing in this environment.
Wow.
And I can't thank them enough and you enough for honoring us like this.
Aww.
Yeah, well, Blake had an idea to help everybody feel good on this Friday. Blake, what's your
I wanted to go inside of one of the homes in Belrose, Queens. Is Lea there? Lea Folly. She is one of the bring her on. Hi, Lea.
Hi, everyone.
So Lea is in Belrose, Queens. Lea, how long have you been in one of the residential homes?
6 years now.
6 years. How long have you been, though? I know you were telling me about when your husband dropped you off. When did he drop you off for this quarantine phase that you've been working on?
Friday the 10th.
Wow.
So it's been 14 days today.
Wow.
And basically, tell me a little bit about what it's like. I mean, a lot of healthcare workers right now are having to give so much of themselves and be away from their families. But to think that you could step away from your family for weeks and weeks on end to do your job is an unbelievable thing. I just want to know a little bit about what that's been like for you to have to leave your family and why you do it.
It wasn't easy for me to leave my family, especially my mother, who's 87. But I thought of the individuals, the residents here, because they have no one to care for them unless myself and the staff who are with me come and assist them with their daily living,
right,
which include feeding and showering. So I needed to come here, and the staff were willing to come here as well.
And so how many people are in quarantine right now with you guys?
In total, we are 13.
13 in that one house, and nobody is left. Nobody comes in, nobody comes out. You guys are just on 24-hour shifts, just taking care of your patients.
You are correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why? How? I mean, I know it's your job, but my gosh, how do you leave your family? Like, how do you do that?
As I said before, I had to make arrangement for someone to take care of I'm here working with the individuals, but it has to do with who you're working with. The staff with whom I'm working had made it easy for everybody. We are working 24 hours, ensuring that they are safe, that they are comfortable, and we are talking, we are sharing experiences. So that made it sort of easy to bear the 14 days.
Well, it's unbelievable what you do. I just want to, again, share the name of the organization. It's called Queens Centers for Progress. They're based in Queens. If anybody out there is watching and you want to make masks for people, you want to make signs, you want to deliver a pizza, and a kugel if you're here for Shabbos, Shakedown Sassy Shabbos, whatever you got, they'll take it. These people are absolutely angels. I want to say hi to everybody in all of the 10 houses in Queens that are watching right now on starsinthehouse.com. Everyone's watching. Okay, so Lea, we have a little bit of surprise for you and all of the people that are in all the homes. You guys have heard of a tiny little show called Hamilton. We have somebody who is a Tony Award nominee. He's a Grammy and Emmy winner. He's also quite vocal for the disabled community. He works with an organization called Culture City. We're going to bring on the amazing. Can you guys bring him on? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, you got him. Bring him on. Christopher Jackson.
Are you guys ready?
George Washington.
I'm scared that Dave is going to hop in and sing it not live.
Okay, Chris, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Wow.
That's my mom up in the little
Hi,
corner
Mom.
over there. You can see she's
Hi,
down.
Hi,
And that's,
gorgeous. Hi, you gorgeous guy.
well, calm down, Ma. And that's
Hello,
Lea
thank
down
you, Mom.
there on the lower right. Lea, say hi to Chris Jackson.
Hello,
Hi,
nice meeting
Lea.
you.
God bless you, love. And
Chris,
your whole
before
staff.
Thank
What an
you.
we
amazing-
get the
what an
little
amazing
surprise that
sacrifice you're making.
Before we get the little surprise that you've prepared for us, I want to talk a little bit about your own activism in this community. I know that you work with a company called Culture City. Tell us a little bit about why you got involved and what they do.
I was fortunate enough to be connected with this amazing organization several years ago, Dr. Julian and Dr. Michelle Maha out of Birmingham, Alabama. And they started this organization because they saw a need in the community and they decided to act. And my wife and I are fortunate enough to serve on the board. You know, we have a 15-year-old son with autism who has been going through quite the ordeal adjusting to the daily routine. I mean, it's difficult for kids who don't have such issues, and yet it's been a huge adjustment for him on a daily basis. And so this organization is basically doing everything that they can to help folks with just these disabilities and a myriad others to interact with the world and interact with society. They go into public spaces, i.e., arenas, almost every NBA arena in the country, stadiums, parks, zoos. They create safe spaces and sensory-friendly rooms. And the most important thing that we've been doing is we've been training the staff of all of these facilities, so that when a family who has someone who's developmentally disabled walks into a basketball game, they can see that logo and recognize that there's an ally there. And if someone needs assistance, you know, either a sensory bag or just a timeout, you know, space, a safe space, our organization comes in and we put these things in place free of charge.
Well, when all of this is over, we're going to make sure that we hook up Queen Centers for Progress with Culture City so that you guys can bring some of your residents and some of the people in your programs to some of their events, because I know they would really enjoy that.
We would love that. Yeah.
Christopher.
So Chris, what do you got for us? So the whole point of Feel Good Friday, and really the whole point of Stars in the House in general, is that we in the entertainment industry, we're not first responders, we're not doctors, we're not nurses. We can only give what we know, and we can give of entertainment, and we can give smiles and the joy that music brings. And we just want to bring a little respite to the people in this world who are dealing with so much, the people like Lea and all the people at Queen Centers for Progress that are working so hard 24 hours a day, 14-day shifts to bring safety to their clients. We want to just bring a little bit of feel good, a little bit of joy. And so Chris has prepared a little bit of a song for all of us to enjoy. Just take a little bit of our day to just feel a little good.
Yeah.
So Chris, take it away. Does somebody want to put Chris on the screen? Seth, are you there?
There it goes. When you're down and troubled and you need some love and care, and nothing is going right. Ooh, close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Oh, yes, I will, to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, All you've got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. Ooh, you just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running, 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 running to see you again. Ooh, winter, spring, summer, fall. All you've got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend. Yes, you do. You've got a friend. Oh, yes, you do. You've got a friend. You've got a friend.
Oh my
That's
God.
so good. Thank you so much. Thank you to Lea. Thank you to my mom. Thank you to Chris. Thanks for Seth and James for letting us spread a little kindness for Feel Good Friday. We love you guys.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Love
Thank you.
y'all.
Hang in there in Queen Center for progress. Bye, Chris. We'll see you again. We'll see you also. Bye, Lea.
Thank
Chris, you still got it.
you.
Hi, guys. Well, that was Feel Good. So thank you, Blake Ross, for arranging that. You got it going on.
That's right.
And now we're going to start with the Queens. Okay, so let me just make sure that I got to arrange the screen for this.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm kicking everybody out of the studio so we can get more of the Queens.
That's
Bring
right.
on the Queens. Okay, so if you don't know, there's a musical that has played many places called Six. I'm first going to bring on the creators.
Oh, okay, great.
I want to talk to them about how this musical happened. Let me see if I see them. Okay.
Are they on there?
Toby, device not connected. Get it together. I'm looking at
maybe-
you. And where's Luce? Oh, maybe Luce. Wait, let me just describe it. So,
Oh, there's Toby.
yeah, I know. And it began in Edinburgh, UK, Chicago, everywhere, Broadway. There's a whole story. So let me first bring on
good.
the two
Lucy.
creators.
Yay.
We were talking about Tobes and Luce.
Hi, Toby. Hi, Lucy.
Hi, guys.
Nice to see you guys.
We have not seen you. We've not seen you, right?
I know it feels like it does feel like yesterday that when you came and we were staying in London, me and Seth, and Six was playing at the Arts Theater, and our hotel was like 3 blocks away. And I had gone out, and then the next thing I know, I came in the room, and both of you were sitting on the couch with Seth, and he was interviewing you for his show. And I was like, "Oh, who are these people?"
And I knew there was a lot of promise to the show. Little did I know how much. Actually, I didn't know.
Children in my hotel room.
Probably. So your story is so fascinating, and I know you told my radio audience, but you haven't told this audience.
Such a great story.
So I know you two clowns were at like Oxford or somewhere. Where were you? Some fancy place. Where were you?
Cambridge.
Same thing. So you were there,
Yep.
and they always would like take a musical to Edinburgh, right? And Toby, you were like, I want to write my own. So talk about how it got created.
So there was this musical theatre society at uni, and for the first time they wanted to take an original musical to the Fringe because they got like bleeding money taking original existing musicals because of the rights and everything. And there were loads of people that were keen that year, so they were like, let's do it. And then I applied with like a couple of like ideas, or basically being like, oh, I think it should be this like pop thing, and I think it should have a famous subject matter, and I think it should be all women and non-binary people because we had really talented friends at uni. They wanted to like showcase, and then that all like led into like the idea of doing a musical about like the 6 wives. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do this with Lucy. And so I gave her a call and I was like, so I've got this idea where it's like the 6 wives, but they're a pop group. What do you think?
And
she was like, yeah.
I was like, that sounds like it could be so bad. So if we do it, we have to make it not bad. So I remember being like, yeah, okay. And then being like, oh God, I can just see all the ways that could be completely terrible. So yeah, that was our criteria. We were like, okay, I've got to write a show and it just can't be completely crap. is like, am I allowed to swear? Oh my god, I don't know. What's going on?
Rap is swearing.
Hey, Lucy.
So Tobes, for the show, Toby, I know you wrote the music. Did you also write the lyrics? Did you co-write lyrics? What's the deal?
We kind of like do the whole thing together. The whole thing's like us in a room. I'm like at the keyboard, Lucy's at a laptop, and then we just kind of like just bash the songs out somehow. It's different every time. I don't really know, but
yeah. Same with the like book and the script and stuff. It's like all of us together. It's not like me sitting away writing it and Toby just playing the piano.
Yeah.
And is that, because we're from the States, like divorced, beheaded, died, that's like a signature rhyming scheme in London that people say?
It's like what you learn when you're like 10 at school. Like everyone knows divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. It's like this like thing that like everyone remembers about Henry VIII had 6 wives. So yeah.
Okay, so I think I have this clip right here. This is the recent video you did with kind of all the queens around the world, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it came out today.
Think that I hope this is what this is, or else it's just clips from 6. But let's just watch for the people that are like, what is it? It's the 6 wives of Henry VIII. Uni means university, by the way. We can't talk about slang. We're in the States, people. And here is something from 6. I think this is it.
The show to the history mix, switching up the flow as we add the prefix. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives. Get your hands up, get this party buzzing. You want a queen bee? Well, there's half a dozen. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives.
Ex-wives.
Oh yeah, the riff.
The classic riff.
No, by the way, I haven't seen it on Broadway. Do they do that? Ex-wives. Do they do the crazy riff?
No, that only exists on the album.
That was like a joke
Renee
that we
Lamb.
did for the album. And it was like not even supposed to be in it. We were like, oh my god, Renee, do it as a joke. And then now it's like a thing.
The best thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Anyway, the point is, you did it in Edinburgh at the Fringe Festival with your friends, and then some producers were like, hey, we should try this in London. And then suddenly it became like a real production. And then you went through the horrible thing of like, we have to now audition our friends to be in the show that we wrote, including like someone related to you, like one of your sisters was in it, right? Some horrible like tense thing. Am I right?
Yeah, Toby's sister was Catherine Howard.
It's hard when you're in the big time. And then it moved to the Arts, which is a small theater, and it was going to be what, a limited run?
Yeah, it did like a workshop of like 4 Monday nights, but they were just like trying it out, seeing what was going to happen, and then and then we had to add some more shows and stuff because it got kind of hype, and then we did a tour in the UK, went back to Edinburgh, went to Chicago.
No.
Broadway. Now here we are.
British. Broadway, everything is sort of nonplussed. Okay, go on.
You remember what happened the night that Seth and I went in London?
Oh my god, that was actually horrendous.
Was that when like the sound effect happened? Or
no,
like,
it wasn't.
Like
it wasn't. There was a show stop and it stopped. It was
during Holbein.
Yes,
yeah.
Jamie backstage, but he was fine. But he like
oh my gosh,
yeah. There was a whole disaster backstage with the electrics.
Someone got like mini electrocuted, but like not like dead, but like they got injured.
Yeah, he was injured, but he's okay. Bless him, Jamie. Shout out to Jamie.
Yeah.
But it was so crazy. So we saw like 1.5 numbers, and then it was like, ladies and gentlemen, we're taking an interval.
And we waited, and we waited, and we had to get up early the next morning. And
I had a show.
You had a show that night. Oh, that's right.
I had a show at Leicester Square.
Right.
So,
that's right.
So I assumed that by the end of the show, someone got divorced, someone got beheaded, someone died.
Almost backstage. It was yeah.
In the lobby. Toby, you were dressed more elaborately, like in a full gown. Okay, so wait, we're gonna bring out some of the queens, and then we're gonna bring you guys back. I have to talk to you guys privately.
Yes.
But let me first bring out some of the queens that we have. So we can only have 6 on the screen.
That's the unfortunate.
So that's why we have to go. But just don't go anywhere for real. So first, let me bring. Just gonna go who I see. So I see. Wow, that is some cool hair. There's Samantha. Yeah, you got it going on hair wise. Then we have Adrianna. Hi. Then we have Britt. Hey, Britt.
Hey.
We're going to do the 2 A's, I guess. We have Andrea and Abby. Hi, ladies.
Well, we can get rid of
Well, actually, we'll get rid of ourselves.
We'll get rid of ourselves for a minute,
just so you can see all the queens.
6 can be on, and you can actually. You know what? Before we go, I mean, why don't you
go around and say who you play?
Say who you are, who you play, and then if you want to talk about what was going to happen on March 12th, then feel free. But then we'll come back.
Well, no, I mean, what he means is, can you describe? What we always keep asking people is, how much of an inkling did you have about what was going to happen? Because it was, people watching don't know. It wasn't like certain shows open, got great reviews, were running. Certain shows were in rehearsal. It was literally the opening night of 6 when Broadway shut down. And opening nights are not at 8 p.m. Opening nights are early. So it was like a minute before the curtain went up. So why don't you queens all talk about it? We're going to peace out.
Well, okay.
Okay, wait. But before you start clucking, just so you know, if anyone speaks to the same, it's so rude. If anyone, it gotta laugh from Anna. If anyone speaks at the same time on this platform, all the sound stops. So like everyone has to speak one at a time, or else it just sounds like literally silence.
Or as Seth always says, maybe take a breath
and be like,
our point.
Yeah, but when someone else is talking, just nod politely with lips clamped shut.
Okay, so now we'll leave.
So now we're gonna leave.
Go on and talk about
and.
Hey y'all.
Hello. I love you guys. I'm Adrianna Hicks. I play Catherine of Aragon.
I'm Andrea Macasaet. I play Anne Boleyn.
I'm Abby Mueller. I play Jane Seymour.
I'm Brittany Mack. I play Anne of Cleves.
I'm Sam Pauly. I play Catherine Howard.
And I'm Anna Uzele, and I play Catherine Parr.
I guess so. I don't know if you guys agree, but I guess for me, I think we all kind of assumed that even after like the article came out that was like Broadway is going to shut down, it's happening, it's official. I think all of us were still kind of like, well, surely we'll still open tonight and there will be a party. Like they booked Tao, we have to have the party. I was at home ready to shower and ready to go to the theater still at like 4:00, and we were all texting each other like, so should I cry in the shower? Should I just start drinking in the shower? Should I even take a shower? Like,
yeah. I had like my family members were there, and I have to say it was good to have all of my loved ones around me at that time. I know that the girls kind of felt the same way, because it was shocking and kind of surreal. And I just remember thinking to myself, oh, like this is a moment in history right now. This has never happened before. Okay, take your time. And within an hour, I was sending my mom and my brother home on a flight, and we had gotten groceries already. So it was an interesting night. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was at the theater already because I was there to like put gifts on the stations and, do all that setup. And I remember coming in, y'all, and the way Bonnie, our stage manager, beelined straight past me and was like, I don't know anything. I don't know, Brittany. It's good to see you, honey. Okay. Because she's delivering flowers and gifts to everyone's station. And so, getting the news at the theater while I was already there with like no one in the audience and stuff, it was one of those things I was like, yep, I'm going to swallow this and deal with this later. And then I was like, I'm going to take a picture of everyone's station just because like, it's still our night, and everyone's station was so pretty. It was like, come to my garden. It was so gorgeous. Like I have to document all the flowers and the plants and everything and the gifts. And it was just, it was something. It really was.
Yeah, I agree. That was like, I think the moment when it actually hit me, because the night of, we realized that it's canceled. It didn't hit me. My family was there. We went out and got Indian food. It was great. But then it was like a couple days later going to the theater and like looking at my station and seeing just like the outpouring of love from like directors to choreographers to cast members to friends to fans to everything, just like a explosion on the table. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is how much we are cherished. And I'm just so overwhelmed by all of this. And I'm so sad I wasn't able to partake in the opening night. But wow, thank you so much. It was honestly like very comforting to be able to like get my station and see all of that, you know. That was special for me.
Oh, I mean, all of it. I think I remember literally sending you guys a picture in the group chat, sitting in my underwear, being like, I'm by my shower. Now what? About the whole day, and then it was weird for me because I had this vision of what that weekend was going to be because my birthday was the next day. And then it ended up being, you know, I still rang my birthday in, and it was cute and just super and I had people that I loved around me that whole day going into my birthday. So it was different, but it was everything that my heart kind of needed to take that whole day in, and all the information that was given to us that day.
Yeah, and
Hold on, it's me asking more questions. Let me just ask one question. Did you guys have to, you had to clean everything out? Because people keep going back to their theaters to clean stuff out, and some people are leaving them there because they're like, the show's going to open any minute. So is your stuff all still in the theater?
Yes. Here and there a little bit. We are going to actually, I know I'm going to head back to the theater in a few days to actually clean out just a couple extra makeup things because summer's coming and you don't want things to go bad or go rotten or get rancid or anything like that. So, but for the most part, we're pretty cleaned out.
Well, I like the doggy. Now, by the way, speaking of summer's coming, I know someone here is singing a song about spring. We want the queens to sing stuff, not from the show, but their own sassafras. Britt, are you going to give us a little spring song? Because it's April, but it's freezing out.
I'm going to try to sing spring to us.
Okay.
And see if I can do that. I can do that now. Let's see. Oh, wait for it. It's been technical difficulty. Excuse me so much. I wouldn't be me if there wasn't something, right? The things I used to like, I don't like anymore. I want a lot of other things I've never had before. It's just like Mother says. I sit around and mope, pretending I am wonderful and knowing I'm a dope. I'm as restless as a willow in a windstorm. I'm as jumpy as a puppet on a string. Oh, why should I have spring fever when I know it isn't spring? I'm as starry-eyed and vaguely discontented, like a nightingale without a song to sing. Oh, why should I have spring fever when it isn't even spring? I keep wishing I were somewhere else, walking down a strange new street, hearing words that I have never heard from a man I've yet to meet. I'm as spinning daydreams. I'm as giddy as a baby on a swing. I haven't seen a crocus or a rosebud or a robin on the wing, but I feel so gay in a melancholy way that it might as well be spring. It might as well be spring.
Spring, spring, spring. Spring, 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 spring.
We saw the sun. We saw the sun. We saw the spring.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, first of all, that was amazing. Second of all, I have an announcement to make, which I forgot to make. So listen, everyone out there watching, we're raising money for the Actors Fund. What y'all need to do is you donate at starsinthehouse.com. And then after you do, you're going to get something saying you donated. Email that to starsinthehouse2020@gmail.com. And then I'm going to send that list to one of the queens and they will read your name and or riff your name. 6 wives. What? So you have to email starsinthehouse2020@gmail.com and then they will read your name / riff your name. We'll see. I'll send it to Abby because I have her information. I'm going to bring on the two creators again. So queens, take a break, put on your throne. Oh, hold on. Oh God, okay, there we go. Okay, Baba on the spring. Man, I've yet to meet you. Will, girl. Okay, here we go. Okay, hold on. This is the platform is acting crazy. Hold on.
It may be you have to talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, just give me there we go.
Give us a topic.
Okay, well, I made it work. I made it work. Okay. So, hi, girl. Okay, so I love the hair. Yes. Okay, so I'm bringing on the two clowns.
No one's gonna be able to read.
Oh wait, that's not you. Sorry. There you are. This is so hard to get.
Hi.
And there's Tobes. All right. So what I loved when I first met you guys is that you were quoting one of the videos that I did with my pal Keala. I love you because I want to show a little clip of it. What
yes.
What was the video and why did you guys like it?
One of you guys like re-going through all of Keala's like auditions for the ingenue roles in Les Mis and how she like puts her own spin on it and doesn't get a call back and it's just the ending. Wait, Toby, you can do it better than me.
Is it like now life has killed the dream I dreamt?
And the microphone broke. Basically, if you don't know, it was based on Keala playing Madame Thénardier. And when she would go, God knows how I've lasted living with this bastard in the house. She would go, God knows how I've lasted living with this bastard in the house. Up the octave. So we decided that every audition she goes in for, she always goes up to the octave and she can't understand why she's not cast. So we had to recreate. I said, please recreate your various auditions for Les Mis. And it ended with her recreating Eponine with Ramin. And she was raging that she not only didn't get the Broadway show, but she didn't even get like a non-equity tour. So this is supposedly her audition. For everyone who doesn't know it, this is on YouTube. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
And rain will make the flowers grow.
And what? And did you get bus and truck at least?
Nothing.
Okay, well, that's up. All right, see ya.
It's my favorite thing, like making the last like word like multiple syllables, like an extra syllable of just like expression. It's just my favorite thing.
Wait, so you're such a fan of Keala? Have you ever even met her? She comes to one of your shows or anything?
No, but I think when we did
sent her a
meeting-
video.
yeah, we sent her a video with you of us doing that.
Oh my God, you have to meet her one day. It'd be so cool if she
We
were
never
like
had
actually here right now. Wouldn't that be cool?
Wait, I can't. Wait, why would you do this to me?
Hi. Huge fan of your work. Huge fan of your work. Oh God.
Wait, Keala, what?
Hold on, let me start again. Beheaded. Die!
Oh my God.
Am I not in your play?
Oh.
Yeah, it's because it's closed everywhere.
Yeah, no one is.
No one's in it, don't worry.
Right now.
Yeah, Keala is interested in being one of the queens. Maybe the Hawaiian version back in your home state, Keala.
Why can't I just play anybody? All ethnicities are encouraged to attend. So they say.
Yes. So, Toby, any questions for Miss Keala before we go?
You guys, congratulations on all the success of this. I have heard about this for a few years now. When Aunt Juliet was going around as well.
Oh my God! Well, Aunt Juliet's our favorite.
I had an opportunity to do a reading of that in LA. A buddy of mine, Nicole Parker, and she played Mrs. Shakespeare. And it was one of the best experiences ever, especially because, and I'll tell a story real fast, so sorry, because this is supposed to be a drive-by and hi-bye. But Max was in the reading, and I was playing the nurse, and you're supposed to sing the Ariana Grande song with the guy, the dad. And I'm looking at the words, and I'm going, this doesn't make sense, music director person. And he's like, just sing it, just sing it. He wrote it. He paid millions of bucks. Just sing it. And so I was like, okay. And so we get to the reading, and you know, for those of you who don't know, and Juliet, it's incredible. It's a story about if Juliet didn't die after Romeo died and she stayed alive. I can't wait for it to come to the US, please, because this is all going to be over soon, hopefully. So I got it. We started the reading, and it got to that part where I'm singing the duet with the guy who was incredible. The whole cast was amazing. And I get to that part, don't want to hear the mend of a broken heart. Don't want to hear now that I've become who I really are.
Yeah.
And I looked at Max and I was like, you know that doesn't rhyme, right? This is the part that I say I don't want you. I was like, this doesn't rhyme. But that's cool because you have a lot of money. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it was
you're going to be amazing in that role. Oh my God, I'm so excited to see that.
But
did you take it up the octave at the end?
I heard about your show when all of that was going on, and I was really, really excited about all the buzz and the story behind it. So congratulations, you guys, on everything. And I have faith that it will come back again tenfold.
Oh,
thank you so much. Oh my God.
Well, two things. First of all, we're having a spinning rainbow circle, meaning we can't actually get rid of you, Keala. So just hang on here for a while because we can't get rid of you.
That's terrible news. I have a house to get ready, baby.
No, you don't. And Toby and Lucy, what's happening with the film version? Certainly the film version is happening.
Oh, you know, at some point, who knows? When we can think of a way to do it on screen, then we'll do it.
Yeah.
Have you thought of a bearded queen?
Can we move on from that? How about that?
Have you thought of a queen who's a waitress?
A queen at a truck with one hand.
All of your tracks.
Oh
my God.
Gosh.
I told Keala, I was like, you'll be on for 1 minute. Turns out I literally can't get rid of you, Keala.
You know what? This may be it.
Oh, this is the weirdest thing. So Lucy
What
and
if I go off? What if I turn off?
all right. Well, but then it's just then it'll just be these two clowns, and I don't want to talk to them. No, I do want to talk to Lucy.
Whole hour. Come on, man.
Listen, Toby, where were you when you found out, oh, by the way, the show's not going to happen?
Oh.
Wait, I was in a taxi about to get my hair done for the opening. But I was like listening to the radio, so I heard the announcement on the radio, like before it was on the internet and everything, and I was like, oh. And then I like got out of the taxi and got in another one, went home. Yeah, it was crazy.
I just bought a top at Zara. I'd like just paid for it. And then someone sent me an article being like, is this your show as well? And I was like, well, no, I can't return the top. But it's a really nice top and I wear it all the time. So, you know, silver linings. Really.
It's a good top. It's a nice top.
It's a really good top.
Wait, how are you guys doing health-wise? Are you guys okay and safe and everything?
Oh yeah, my flatmate had it a couple of weeks ago, so I feel like I didn't get any symptoms really, so I feel like I kind of like had it and didn't feel it, and now I'm immune, or I didn't get it. Who knows? But
Good.
yeah, feeling good.
Yeah, we're all good.
Feeling happy. How about you?
I'm great. Weirdly enough, I think I had it in January.
Before it was cool.
When nobody was really
very trendy.
Yeah, because I've been traveling a lot, and by the time I got home in mid-December, and I got sick like in the beginning of January. So, I mean, if you look back on it and all the crap that I had to do, I had to take my dog to my neighbors and say, "Hey, can you have her for a week and a half because I can't go to the bathroom. I can't get up." And so I spent a lot of time in bed. I couldn't really walk around anywhere. I was doing a lot of ordering on Amazon for things because I couldn't, it was sort of a stressful situation. Just walk to the front door for about a week and a half. So I don't know if I had it or not. It was like a really awful pneumonia.
Oh, I hope you did though. It would be so great if you had it.
Oh yeah, I mean, to be fair, because then I would have an antibody, but I don't know. And I'd be interested to see if they ever could, because, you know, when you cross the South Pacific from Asia, the first hot spot that people hit is Los Angeles International Airport. And I've personally gone back and read information about, you know, they're talking about this influenza A that they couldn't really describe that was actually doubling the deaths of people just in the beginning of January here in the state of California, in the Southern California area. So, I mean, I don't know, because we're so still right on the game, kind of going, we need to find this out and this out and this out with what we have right now. God knows when they'll even able to be going backwards and doing all that research and going, did we really have it in January? You know?
Or December even.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Lucy and Toby, you know, you're so British. When I was interviewing you, it was a lot of like, yes, you know, we wrote a traffic English show and we think it's fine. And it was very like low. I was like, it's gonna be on Broadway. You're like, maybe one day we'll see a Broadway show. So my point is like, what was it like to actually be at the first preview and you're like, wait, we actually are on Broadway? Were you allowed to be excited or were you too British to even take it in?
Well, it's funny because Lucy, because you were like directing it. And so even though it was like super exciting and amazing, you're still there with like the notebook being like, okay, that thing, and then having the meeting after, it's like, what do we need to do for the next one? You know, it's like, it's funny because like, I kind of feel like the whole time we were there, it was all like real, like ambiently exciting. But at the same time, we were there like rehearsing every day and then teching every day and then doing the previews. And you're kind of like going through the motions of like, you get into like a pattern of like working on it. Do you know what I mean? And then like, I kind of get the like opening night would have been the time to be like, oh my God, now it's like actually open on Broadway.
Yeah.
So we're going to have
Although
that.
I think,
what do you think?
I think I had the thing of like, when we were doing our like pre-Broadway rehearsals at New 42nd Street like studios, and it was like where all the like fancy people, and we kept getting told off by next door for being too loud because we were like, I'd like run into the corridor screaming, and then they'd be like, what are you doing? So that was a real moment. And then also when I got to the point when I was like, oh, I just want to sit on the stairs at the back and watch it, and then like watching the audience watch it, like in the kind of like fourth week of previews, that was when I was kind of like had the moments of being like, okay, cool, like this is happening, and it's like So I feel like we had like a month of like really enjoying it being on Broadway. So I didn't feel too like, oh my God, if it had been like just before the first preview or whatever, that would have been heartbreaking. But we had that kind of month of like audiences. So
that happened with Mrs. Doubtfire. They only had 3 previews, and then
we saw the first one.
We saw it. It's so good.
I fancy Mrs. Doubtfire so much.
Talk privately about that.
Well, I think we have the strangest thing that's happened on the show. And Keala, I feel like you probably know all of them. And I don't think I think this might be it. Because
hold on, Gabe. Well, Keala, why don't you give it to yourself and let's see if that helps. But
I don't know if it will.
No, I'm off.
All right, so Keala, you'll be back. This is Keala's like 5th appearance.
Bye, Keala.
So nice to meet you. Bye. Thank you for singing Divorce the Head Died.
Please stay safe and healthy.
You too.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
I don't know, Seth.
Well, I guess I still want to chat with them.
You chat with them, and then
let me ask you another thing. So, what I think a lot of people watching don't know, at least especially in London, is that the critics come before opening night. Opening night used to be the night that all the critics came and everything was reviewed that night. So, what's weird for you guys is that all the reviews, we're back, by the way.
No, that's all it took.
All the reviews are actually, so Queens are going to come back in a minute. All the reviews were actually written. They just weren't released because it was opening night. So
yeah, they exist somewhere.
They're somewhere out there.
Is that? You ever done any investigative work to try to find out?
Oh my God, no. Like, I feel like that's only a thing you can kind of like deal with when you have like the adrenaline of actually opening, you know?
And like lots of alcohol, lots of fancy alcohol.
Well, in a way, I guess, whenever you do have your official opening, it's almost like, who cares whatever the critics say, because it was so long ago at that point. You know what I mean? You could just have fun.
Yeah, but it's completely different by now, actually.
Yeah, we'll just be happy that like theater exists again.
Yeah. It's actually going to be called Seven. You're going to expand the show. All right,
With
so
Keala.
exactly with Keala.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to bring back your queens because we have even one more performance. Queens, you were so patient. Tobes and Lee, so peace out for a second because I'm going to bring you back, say goodbye at the end. Lou. And then here we go. So I'm going to try to bring them all back. So I've got Abby, and Anna. No, wait.
Hi.
Hold on. Who is singing?
Well,
I think
see.
Anna is singing.
All right, yeah, the platform's acting up. Too many people. That's what happens.
Yeah,
here.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Crazy.
Samantha's the one that's singing.
All right, well, Samantha's on.
Okay, Samantha's on already. So we can have one more. So I'm just going to ask
Sorry,
you guys.
Britt.
Samantha, I'll bring you on in a second. So just quickly, can you just tell me what your favorite part in the show is to sing, and just give me like a measure of it? You know, mine is of course Ex-Wives, which no one even does anymore. But that's my favorite part to sing when I go on. So Andrea, what's yours?
I think my favorite moment that I will never get tired of singing with the girls is the slow for 5 minutes. Just that harmony is so juicy every single time we sing it together.
And I want to give a shout out. You know, when pop stars do these kind of concerts, it's fully auto-tuned and it's like 50% pre-recorded. Like these ladies are like live, not auto-tuned. They're just called amazing musicians, just FYI. Adrianna or Adrianna?
Adrianna.
What's your favorite part in the show, sing-wise?
I love when we get to the Mega Six, when we kind of do like a wrap up of everything, every song in the show. And at the very end, we go, we don't need your love, because we're so much more than, like that part takes me out because first of all, we're almost done. So like we're like one more step and then we're done with the show. But it's just some hard work that's like expressed in that moment. That's great. It's great.
Yes, Queens. Samantha, what's yours?
I think my favorite part is also like my favorite part is always the top of the show, right when everything opens. So like because the lights get really bright and we can see most of the audience, so it's fun to see all of their faces just like. But my favorite part to sing is the first live that we sing because that chord splits. Always my favorite. Always my favorite.
That's my favorite now. Anna, what about you?
I really like this one part in Ex-Wives when we're singing the word wives and we build, and then we cut it off really quick and go, and it's like this little poppy riff and no one's expecting it. It's honestly one of the hardest parts in Ex-Wives to actually nail, but when we do, it's very juicy.
It's a stupido piano for you classical people out there.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. I knew Abby would appreciate it. Ab, what about you, dear?
Yeah, I think it's those like crunchy harmony moments, right? And I'm gonna piggyback what somebody said right after the la, then it goes la, like the big explosion, the big explosive first harmony. But then we like snap together and the welcome to the show to that first part and just like it just feels really cool. And we're all in unison, and especially after splitting into the big harmony, like it feels like a really powerful moment. I like that part. I like a lot of parts.
I want to be in the show. Okay, so hold on. I need to get rid of somebody. So
Britt, well, we can go off.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna go off for a minute, and then
Britt,
Britt, you better be thinking about something fierce.
I mean, I've been off camera the whole time, Seth. So I mean, honestly, I think one of my favorite parts that we do is in Ex-Wives when we're just starting to introduce ourselves as queens and we go divorced, beheaded. And it's because we are literally one voice at that moment and we're just talking, but it is the sexiest thing. I'm just like, yeah, oh, it's gooey and just, it's fabulous.
Oh, I miss you guys
so much.
Wait. I was saying I miss you guys too, and I haven't even worked with you. Okay, so we're gonna do. So Samantha, you're gonna close us out with a song. Am I correct in my assumption?
Yes.
So are your arms prepared to go all the way to the side of your head?
I think they are, and I also like put on a white top just to like get into character, you know.
And your hair kind of looks like the Casa Rosada because it has like a pinkness to it.
Oh God, thank you. I didn't when I went over to London. I had to take the pink out of my hair, but I got to wear it like this every day. Just down and free flowing for the show. It was great.
Yes, Queen, literally.
Wow.
All right, well, hit it. We're gonna hear what happens.
We'll go out and we'll bring Britt back.
Okay, fab. Okay. Oh God. It won't be easy. You'll think it's strange when I try to explain how I feel, that I still need your love after all that I've done. You won't believe me. All you will see is a girl you once knew, although she's dressed up to the nines, at 6s and 7s with you. I had to let it happen. I had to change. Couldn't stay all my life down at heel, looking out of the window, saying out of the sun. So I chose freedom, running around, trying everything new, but nothing impressed me at all. I never expected it to. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. And as for fortune and as for fame, I never invited them in, though it seemed to the world they were all I desired. They are illusions, they are not the solutions they promised to be. The answer was here all the time. I love you and hope you love me. Don't cry for me, Argentina. If you have your handkerchiefs, feel free to wave them. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. Have I said too much? There's nothing more I can think of to say to you. But all you have to do is look at me to know that every word is true. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Yes, Sam!
Sing it!
You better sing that song!
Cry!
Cry!
Argentina!
So
I
good.
miss y'all. Oh.
So good.
Oh.
Good Myers. Good job, Samantha.
Sorry. A, that was amazing. B, Abby, you're on a text chain with everybody, right?
Yeah.
I just texted you some names. Can you text it to everybody and
There were
everyone?
so many great
Donations.
that just came in. So if you can put it on the text chain to all the queens, then maybe each one of you will take turns, like one at a time.
No, do 3 at a time.
Oh, 3 at a
So
time.
3
Okay,
names
good,
at a
good.
time. So you do 3, 3, 3, 3, and the last person, Samantha, you do 5 because there's like a little over 20.
Okay.
Now, when you read the names, I expect some kind of a riff, or at least vibrato, or at least good placement in the mask.
Yeah, because these donations are fair.
Did you get it, Abby?
Yeah, I got it. Did you guys get it?
Oh,
yeah.
All right, so
All right, Queen, we're gonna go. So Abby can begin.
Abby, you'll lead it off, and then you'll pass it off.
Okay. 3, 3, 3. All right, ready? Andrea from Torrance, $25. And Atlanta, Kirsten. Hey, well, Katie. Woo! Thank you.
Abby, how dare you?
That's incredible.
Abby, what?
Abby.
What?
Who's next?
So who's next after that? It's not me.
What did you just do?
Okay.
Katie and Andrew. Okay, so then it's 3.
Start with Blake.
Yeah. Y'all know I'm old. Anna, go ahead.
All right. Blake Sherman from Massachusetts, $51. Emily Barker from South Carolina, $20. Kylie from Ohio, $51. Ooh.
Yes.
Really? Really?
Your turn.
Go ahead. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
You're doing Rebecca. That sounds like a lot for me, vocal in my.
Where's Andrea?
Yeah, Andrea.
Can somebody bring Andrea back?
No, where did she go?
I was just reading the live comments. I realized
I'll do Rebecca. I'll do that. Okay. Well,
right.
Rebecca in $10 and had $25. I'm not getting it, y'all. Hold on. And Mack, yeah, $20.
Amen.
Well, next we got Natalie with $10. After that, we've got Allison from Texas. Yes, you're from down South Texas for that 15. Do I hear 15 from Allison? Yes, I do. And Bert.
Oh my God.
There you go. 3.
Amen.
Oh, it's me because I'm back.
Yeah, Andrea.
Where are we?
You're starting with Katie from Ohio.
Katie from Ohio for 10.
Oh, Katie from Ohio. $10. Got Polino with $5, no state listed. And then it's Elizabeth with $100.
Okay, not that in.
I don't know where it was going.
But you didn't.
Take us home, Samantha.
Okay, we got Caitlin, $25 from Florida. Yeah. Then we got Stephanie from Utah.
Wait, Sam. Can you do the last ones like Christina Aguilera?
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it.
The last three? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
Dumb.
from Minnesota, $50. And
Last one. You got it.
we got from New York.
Yes, God. That's great.
Okay, guys, just so you know, you were all, the medium note was D. I was testing.
He kept catching the piano, playing the notes.
Matthew, you were on and F sharp. First of all, the Christina Aguilera gravel was hilarious. Everybody, and then the crazy high up the octaves, Andrea. I can't. You guys are amazing.
We can't wait to see you guys on Broadway.
Can't wait to see you guys on Broadway. I'm so sorry we couldn't fit more of you on screen. We had so many technical difficulties, but everyone is so nice, so supportive. Everyone keeps saying how great it is.
Yeah, we're afraid to touch any other part of the computer. So Abby, Lucy, Toby know that we love you, and we're so glad you can join us. We're so nervous to even end this. They're waving on the off stage. Oh, Toby,
it's sweet.
We miss you, Toby and Lucy.
Yes, guys.
All right, they're waving.
Bye, all you
right.
queens.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
We'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock for Dallas.
Dallas reunion.
Yeah.